All right, welcome back. We are not on hole number 9. We are on hole number 18. Same thing. They've been in business long enough. They have enough people to play the game. I'd like to see is majors be 18-hole tournaments. Like we only have 4 tournaments a year because it can cause a little bit of problems for Playdemic because they're going to get more replays. But it would be nice to have an 18-hole tournament at least 4 times a year. The majors. That way there is no practicing for the deal. And I have no idea why they can't decide that the wind is going to blow one way and then another way and just let us go out there and play. Just pick a direction. They're manipulating it so that they can get better ball sales. And I don't blame them. They're a ball manufacturer. That's the deal. Hole number 18. Let's go check it out. Southern Pines. I'll get off my box, my soapbox, take my tin hat off. Damn it. All right, this hole is a one shot at a time, and you can do this with, if you've got upper developed clubs, you can do this pretty handily with a power 3 ball. I will tell you. I'm half tempted on this drive shot because I'm getting up there far enough. So I've been taking a big topper, big dog combo. And the big dog, I can flatten it out with about, and I can watch that ball guide come in. But that Horizon's got a 4.5 ball guide, got a shit ton of topspin. The only thing lacking on it, so it hits like my extra mile, it's 2.1 per ring. But the big dog is only just a little bit better at 1.8. And I think of it as being 2.0 per ring when I'm playing with it. So I'm going to bring my Horizon just because I want to see what the shot looks like. I want to get it out of my system because it may run the guide out there where I don't normally go for Albie on this hole. I normally am just like, get up there, get my eagle, and let's move on. Eagle is the goal. I just beat 60% of the people in my bracket because I got an eagle on that hole. And I'm usually satisfied with the eagle, but I have been getting a little bit more aggressive on it and trying to actually like run it up there because I'm right there. I mean, if I had a little bit more ball guide, I figured out a way to catch a little bit better ball guide with my big dog, but I'm going to try Horizon. I'm going to commit to it, so I'm just going to take that back. And I went back and watched the video on this hole from the front 9, and I thought at the time that I wasn't making the wind adjustment right, and I got super, super lucky I didn't hit the rough on the first bounce because I didn't adjust for the wind right because I have this big topper is level 7, so I've got a little bit, I've got like 9 more yards of distance. So I had to go farther to the left and I didn't take the wind out properly. So I'm going to take the wind out and put the wind back in. Or the forward moving wind back in, excuse me. Don't get confused. Maximum topspin. And however much side spin I can still eke on there. So max club, that's where I want to be. 3-1. Forward, put the forward moving wind back in it. And I hit it 3 rings to the right. So I think I'll be fine here, but where I'll be in trouble is right down here at the bottom of this where it kicks out. I got it. Excellent. Excellent. It's able to survive. I set it up as far to the left as I could possibly set it up because with the curl that's on there, everything's going to the right. And so if you hit it 2 or 3 rings straight to the left, it came in, it landed 2 or 3 rings straight to the left, but it came in from the left going to the right. So it's going back to the right. So I left myself, like I was trying to leave myself the entire fairway on the right-hand side. But I'd still be okay with a shot on the left. But being down there by those shadows is awesome. That should be good zone. So this club hits the same as my extra mile, 2.1 per ring. And I'm going to add on 10% to the wind. Clipping and ending up there at 348, you have no shot. Okay, the wind is 3.1 divided by 1, or excuse me, 2.1. It's 1.62 rings. Get up here into this range. .62 rings. 0.62. Hitting it perfect. See if I can bleed it out and get any kind of run to the cup. I need to get out of that rough. It's going to stop right where the ball guide said it was. So the ball guide was not lying. And it felt scary as hell trying to push it up there to get that ball guide to engage. That's good to know, though. The ball guide is not lying. That ball guide is 4.2. I got to get used to. I've taken that shot so many times with a club that has piss poor ball guide that it looks a certain way. When you get something that's got that much better ball guide, I don't think your big dog ever gets over like 2.6, 2.8. I don't think it ever gets into the threes. So to go from 2.6, 2.8 to 4.2 is a trust issue. But this is a spot that I am commonly in. But this is also a dangerous ass shot. I've missed this shot before. So you really have to, and I've had weird shit happen on this shot coming into the cup. So this is no, it's no gimme. In the flagpole, in the hole, eagle. That was the goal. So shooting the minimum score on the opening round, I dropped one, picked one up. Really want to be above 24. Anything above 24, you're starting to put yourself into the hunt. And if you can pick up one on each side and get a 26, then you're really starting to pick yourself up. You went hunting with a horse. See if my opponent can get in from there. I don't like that ball guide appearing and disappearing with that little teeny bit of movement. That means typically it's going to end up short. But I could be wrong. They hit it perfect and get in the hole. I'll be excited for them. Hitting it perfect, get in the hole. Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. Oh my gosh. 60% of the people in the bracket are not going to get an eagle on that hole. I'm convinced that, and the actual number could be higher, but I do think that that over half of the people that are in every bracket. You think about it, hole number 3, only 60% of the people get it. Hole number 9, only 60%. Hole number, get back on 3, what? Hole number 12, hole number 18. That's 4 holes that only 60% of the people got it. So think about how many people that didn't get it on 2 of them. And then they got one. And then they didn't get any. I mean, that is a huge percentage of the people in the bracket. That's why you're going to see, like, if you're down in the 20s, it's going to be tight down there. So let's see how we're doing as far as people. I think we probably still have quite a few people that haven't qualified. Yeah, there's some getting down to 73. So maybe 20 people or so who have not qualified. So we're getting a pretty good cross section of where we should be as far as stats. So 24. My thought process is that if you shoot a 24, you're probably looking at getting yourself into the top 5 in a lot of brackets. Not every bracket, depending on where your level is, but in most of the brackets, it's going to get you up there into the top 5. It's going to put you in a solid top 10. And if you want to get anywhere above that, you're going to have to start picking up shots. Eagles in the opening round. So we came in with the same qualifier. What did I qualify at? Qualified at -11. I dropped the shot. That 29 up there is a monster score. Let's check them out. 220, got a win, got some silvers, got some color. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that was the opening round of the 2020 Summer Major. So this right here is kind of where I really think, like, I really want to start. I dropped that shot and picked one up. So you've got to maximize your stuff here. Even if you got to play consistent on some holes, if you're having problems on any holes, we've played these holes before in one-on-one with a Marlin. You can go out there and play these holes with a Marlin, and you play them exactly like you do on one-on-one. You go from the fairway to the green, go to a shootout. Hey, if your opponent gets lucky and picks one up and they get that eagle, then hey, more power to them. But the goal here is to stay consistent, and picking up 3 and 9 is what really sets it up. And really, I think whether you've got lower developed clubs or you've got upper developed clubs, it's all about ball selection. So you can make it easier or harder on yourself depending on the ball that you bring out. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good tournament.